Hello everybody and welcome back to our second video on managing thoughts. In this video, we will be talking about how managing thought can give you success in two major areas of our life, health and wealth. Let's look at a few statements. Number one, most of the diseases are psychosomatic in nature. We all know this. Most of the chronic diseases have got thinking and emotions behind as a root cause. Number two, in India, 50% of the life, which means first half of the career, half of the life, people try to gain wealth at the cost of health. And in the remaining 50% of their life, they try to regain the health that they have lost in the process by spending the money that they acquired. Funny story, right? But that's the story of most of the people. And third one is this, which I got when I was talking to one of the department heads of Sensex 30 company. We are one of the Sensex 30 companies, and he said most of the people who are above 50 in that company and who are heading a department, most of them have got some sort of chronic lifestyle disorder. Now, I know I am talking about businessmen, professionals and entrepreneurs, who have a desire of creating a difference, generating strong results and creating that huge impact. But if in the process, if we lose health, I'm sure nobody would care. People would not care. I know entrepreneurs in the early 20s or even in the early 30s, they don't care about pain or little discomfort. They know they can stretch their limits. I'm not talking only from the point of view of regaining their health, but I'm also talking about how the result can get compromised. You may say, okay, I'm alright, continue with this in this stressed situation by taking this much of load. I am fine, I can bear with that. But you know what will happen? Your results will get compromised. Because we are not able to manage the thoughts properly, we will not be able to produce the desired result in the most effective manner. Let me introduce a term called stress, which most of the businessmen, most of the professionals would be facing at various stages of their career. What is stress? You ask anybody, but nobody will be able to define what is stress. Everybody feels that I am under stress, but if you go and ask that person what is this stress and what kind of feeling you are going through, it is difficult to describe and even break down. Since we do not know what it is obviously difficult to find out the solution. So let me break this down stress to you at least in 4 or 5 parts. So when you have something going on in your life in an uncontrollable manner, in an unorganized manner, for which you are unclear, it basically generates stress. So in simple words, anything that is beyond your limit can generate stress. So physically, if I can lift 50 kg, but if I am asked or if I decide to lift 100 kg or maybe 70 kg, I will have a stress which is known as physical stress. Similarly, I can have emotional stress, I can have mental stress. Now, why do we get into these stress? According to me, there are 3 reasons for this stress. Number 1, faulty analysis leads to unfair expectations. So first problem is faulty analysis, and second problem is the result of the first one. The second one is the unfair expectations, and third one, which is the result of the first 2, is an action which we are taking to fulfill our goals. So since we have not analyzed it completely, properly, in the accurate manner, what should be our expectation and what kind of actions we should be taking, I think we end up committing a mistake of overdoing, and not for a day or 2 or months or years, but year after year, a businessman or a professional will keep on continuing it. So most of the people who are having such aspirations feel that I will be alright when I convert my 5 crore company to a 10 crore company. Interestingly, I met a businessman who shared a very, very interesting insight with me. He said 15 years back, I was working for some other company. मैं job कर रहा था, and I used to earn 15,000 rupees, and the money that I would earn was not sufficient. A few years back, I left my job and I started something on my own, and till few years back, maybe 5-6 years back, I was earning 5 to 10 lakhs per annum, and it was not sufficient. Today, I am earning around 70 lakhs per annum. Still the earning is not enough. So we all keep expecting something will automatically be alright, something will automatically be better. But especially in the areas of health and wealth, since we are not able to manage this thought, I think we are not able to create that result. We are not able to create the result which we want. So whatever we want to achieve, that always remains far. There is always a gap between our desired result and where we are at any point of our time. So what's the solution? Solution, I think one of the solutions that I have seen various people applying, but from a slightly different angle. And that different angle is nothing but sitting in isolation for some time. Now you may call it meditation, some people call it meditation, some people call it planning, organizing their day. Well, whatever you call it, but one thing is very, very common. The most impactful people who are able to grow and generate the result that they can as per their capacity, they spend significant duration of their time. By significant I mean not just 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but maybe half an hour to an hour sitting in isolation. So you may sit in silence, practice some form of meditation that suits you, or you can sit and do planning. In one of the books that touched me the most, The Effective Executive by Peter Drucker, he explains one technique, he mentions one technique that is really amazing and powerful, and that technique is known as 1 day, 1 hour, 1 job. Which means you sit in isolation, you lock yourself in your cabin, you think about one issue for 1 hour in a day. And when you do that, you will realize that most of the bigger issues you have started developing a different perspective for that. So there are so many ways of managing thoughts, so many ways of channelizing those thoughts, because thoughts when are uncontrollable, understand that results will also be uncontrollable. You will have random results coming up. But the moment you control your thoughts, the moment you control your emotions, you will be able to channelize them and you will be able to convert those thoughts into those kind of thoughts which are conducive for the results that you are looking at. Another technique that I can share, pranic healing gives so many amazing techniques. Another technique or one meditation that you can think of trying is meditation on twin hearts. That meditation basically reduces your thought completely, leaves you with inner peace where you are able to focus. So if you want to sit and do your planning, if you want to take a decision on a very, very busy station, it's going to be difficult, right? You would like to take a decision in a closed room where you are not disturbed and you are able to focus and you are able to concentrate on the problem that you are going to solve. So similarly, if you want to solve the problems, sit in isolation, remove your thoughts, remove unwanted thoughts and start channelizing your thoughts. I think that can help you a lot. So I hope this video helped you gaining some insight on how to handle thoughts so that you can produce results in 2 areas of your life called health and wealth. See you in the next video.